It started as a fantasy, a single lyric that turned into a cultural phenomenon. It became one of hip-hop's most talked about crushes. And for nearly a decade, fans watched, waited, wondered. Could a public shout-out lead to a real love story? Could admiration from afar become intimacy up close? This is the story of Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons. A love that began in the DMs, echoed through verses, and ended in silence. But behind the glamour, the Instagram posts, and the red carpet appearances was a relationship full of cracks, contradictions, and cautionary lessons. What started as a lyrical fairy tale slowly unraveled into a sobering reflection on love, loyalty, and the spotlight. Let's go back to the beginning. In 2015, Yo Gotti wasn't just another rapper looking for a hit, he was building a brand. A hustler turned mogul with a signature Southern sound and street credibility to match. But what no one expected was for him to flip the script, literally, and shoot his shot in a song. It wasn't a name drop for clout. It was personal, it was raw, and most of all, it was real. Angela Simmons, the daughter of hip-hop royalty Rev Run, had carved her own lane. A fashion designer, a reality TV personality, a businesswoman, and, at the time, someone who kept her personal life extremely private. Gotti's admission sent shockwaves through the industry. Who confesses their crush in a chart-topping record? Apparently, Yo Gotti does. Interviews poured in, fans speculated. Memes were made. Everyone wanted to know, would Angela respond? And she did, but not the way Gotti hoped. At that point in her life, Angela wasn't just focused on business. She was focused on her values. She famously declared she wouldn't be intimate before marriage and wasn't interested in dating rappers, no matter how charming. In 2016, Angela shocked fans by announcing her engagement to businessman Sutton Tennyson, a man far from the hip-hop limelight, reserved, private, traditional. While Gotti was still referencing her in songs like 2017's Save It For Me, Angela had clearly moved on. Or had she? Though engaged, Angela's relationship with Sutton was far from perfect. She later revealed that despite her best efforts, the connection between them had frayed. The relationship brought her stress, sadness, and frustration. She stayed because she wanted her son to have a complete family, but that wasn't enough. Then came a nightmare no one could have predicted. In November 2018, Sutton Tennyson was murdered outside his Atlanta home, shot multiple times in his own garage. The news devastated Angela and made national headlines. She was left to raise her child alone and grieve publicly under a relentless spotlight. Angela was not just mourning the loss of a fiancé, she was mourning the loss of a life she worked hard to build. For Yo Gotti, it was a moment of silence. No lyrics, no tweets, he respected her space. But fans never forgot his original confession. And neither, perhaps, did Angela. Fast forward to New Year's Eve 2022. Angela stunned fans with an unexpected Instagram post, one that would send the internet into a frenzy. There she was, hand in hand with Yo Gotti. Black tie elegance, champagne flutes, eyes locked. The caption? A simple heart. After 7 years of unrequited admiration, Gotti had finally got the girl. Fans screamed manifestation. Others called it desperation. But to Gotti, it must have felt like a dream realized. His lyrical crush was now his real-life partner. From DMs to dates, from verses to vacations. The two quickly became a power couple. They appeared on red carpets, exchanged lavish gifts, and posted romantic photos. To the public, it was a Cinderella story, complete with Maybachs, Chanel bags, and coordinated outfits. But behind the glam, whispers were growing louder. While the world gushed over their fairy tale, cracks began to show. Angela was sued by her landlord for unpaid rent, reportedly owing over $48,000. Critics pounced, questioning how someone with such a luxurious lifestyle could fall behind on bills. Then came questions about the car she gifted Gotti, a luxury ride rumored to be bought on a payment plan. Was this love or illusion? And things got worse. Screenshots leaked of Gotti allegedly sliding into other women's DMs, just like he did with Angela all those years ago. One woman, nicknamed Nurse, claimed to have spent time with Gotti in Las Vegas at the Aria Hotel while Angela was elsewhere. If true, it painted a disturbing picture. Was Gotti losing interest now that the chase was over? Fans, once supportive, turned critical. Some warned Angela, "You're repeating history." Others mocked, "He won and you lost." As the relationship tension mounted, tragedy struck again, this time on Gotti's side. In early 2024, Gotti's brother, Anthony "Big Jook" Mims, was shot and killed in Memphis. A respected figure in CMG, Big Jook was said to be deeply entangled in street dealings, some reportedly linked to the unresolved murder of young Dolph, Gotti's longtime rival. While Gotti was never charged, the proximity to violence was undeniable. For Angela, it was too familiar. She had already lost one man to street violence. Now she was dating another whose family was caught in the same darkness. Fans begged her to walk away before it was too late. One viral tweet read, "Angela Simmons lost her fiancé to gun violence, then started dating another man knee-deep in beef. This isn't a love story, it's a warning sign." Just as Angela faded from the spotlight, another woman began to rise in Gotti's orbit, GloRilla. After her breakout hit FNFA in 2022, GloRilla signed with Gotti's CMG label. But it wasn't just the contract that caught people's attention, it was the way Gotti rolled out the red carpet for her. Videos showed Gotti gifting her $500,000 in cash, a luxury SUV, and multiple Chanel bags. Fans speculated, was this just business, or something more? The chemistry was undeniable. GloRilla was bold, energetic, unapologetic, the new energy Gotti seemed to gravitate toward. Angela, once the fantasy, now looked like the afterthought. And then, nothing. No official breakup, no unfollowing, no public fight, just silence. But in Hollywood, silence speaks volumes. Today, Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons are no longer a couple. The dream faded, the verses stopped, the captions turned cold. Their story ended not with a bang, but with a whisper. What can we learn from Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons' relationship? It's tempting to romanticize love that begins in song, to root for the underdog, to believe that persistence always pays off. But sometimes the pursuit is better than the prize. Sometimes what we crave in fantasy can't survive reality. Their story reminds us that relationships need more than chemistry. They need timing, trust, maturity, and, perhaps most of all, truth. Was Yo Gotti ever truly in love with Angela Simmons, or was he in love with the idea of her? Was Angela seeking genuine connection or trying to rewrite her own narrative? Maybe we'll never know. But what we do know is that not all lyrical love stories are meant to last. Some songs fade, some hearts change, and some dreams are better left in the DMs. A crush became a confession became a connection, and a connection became a cautionary tale. Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this love or just a long lyrical chase?